All right, yep, when you're ready.
The first gig I ever saw,
Was it the first gig? I could have been.
My first ever concert was Human Nature in Newcastle.
The first gig that I saw, which actually got me into the music industry.
T-Rex at the Horden Pavilion.
Oh, no, I've got it. Sorry, I've got it.
went with my dad to see Deep Purple in concert at the Horden.
He spent most of the evening with his back towards the audience in his topless and gold lame pants on.
It was around 1980 or something. It was the Church's first single.
And I think maybe some extra substances were playing a larger role than they should.
The song was Unguarded Moment, and seeing that band live that night blew my mind.
It's hard to sum it up in one sentence.
Oxford Art Factory is literally the heart of music in Sydney.
What Oxford Art Factory means to me is just community.
How do you describe your child to others? You know, of course it's great.
Bringing musicians from, around Sydney and of course beyond.
It's a place to have fun, it's a place to let loose.
And it's always been an objective of mine to have an open door policy to grassroots, because it's super important to have those people coming through the venue. I don't think there is anything in Australia that kind of compares to us, because we are a different space.
Because it's so underground and because it's so unique, and it's because a lot of people know the place and they've been here and they've experienced moments. I think Oxford Art Factory is definitely a place that is valuable.
The industry itself has had massive challenges, but there's always great emerging artists wanting to play. I was working with a lot of bands. These bands were turning out some great records, but no one was actually releasing the records or kind of going out playing the records.
We were just having a coffee and we talked about it, and I thought, hang on a minute, maybe there's something here where the bands that he reaches out to could actually get a regular platform at the Oxford Art Factory.
Out of those conversations, Mark and I put our heads together, and out of that, the Music Makers Club was launched. So we had a home.
A destination for bands to get amongst it and get involved.
It's about trying new songs live. You can write songs, that's great, and they sound good at home. Then you can do it rehearsal, but then you do it live, that's the real test. And I think it's a great place to learn.
For them, it's maybe the first time they've ever played in a public space, on a stage with a PA and lighting.
Giving them some way they can sharpen their skills, perform, and, not have too much pressure on themselves.
So Music Makers Club has definitely impacted, I think, my growth as a musician, and really helped me when I was sort of in a band at the very beginning. It just helped us get the songs out initially. It helped us play them live, see what it was like to play live, and just gave us that experience that we weren't able to get anywhere else.
And you can't really honestly do that with a digital platform, like artists can come and go very quickly that way.
As this started around 2007 and working then alongside with the Oxford Art Factory, and we've now immersed the Music Makers Club into Oxford Creative Academy, which is education aligned with industry. So that in itself is a new model. The power of this, what we're doing here, is offering a community to come along and join and support the development of artists. And you see artists at their very earliest, which is generally very exciting. And you can see any type of genre, from a solo artist to a six-piece band, it doesn't matter.
A lot of them go on to great things.
Yeah, well, when I started as a student at Oxford Creative Academy, I had a chat with the founder, Matthew O'Connor, and I was looking at booking music events, and he had been looking to bring back the Music Makers Club. So he asked, hey, did you want to help relive this vision of what we once had? So basically we sat down, we found a date we could book, and we had a few months to plan, which was plenty of notice, and we started from there. We got heaps of engagement with heaps of local Sydney artists, and we just kept booking shows every month since.
One of our early events, we think I had Meg Mac and Sapphire and Hearts and Money Go Round. some really great bands on it.
Probably one of my favourites would have been Ocean Alley early on in the piece. You could see the potential there immediately, and look what happened. It doesn't matter how big the stage is and how big the arena is. You can put someone up there and the talent just outshines the space that they're in.
Performance and recording are intimately linked. You know, they're both two sides of the same coin in a way.
We're all about developing and nurturing artists as they move through their way in the industry, as we believe every artist is an entrepreneur.
We do help prepare the students to do their gigs at Music Makers Club. And so any help we can give with stagecraft, that's what we're here for.
So we help growth, we help production, we help nurture these artists, and we believe in them because they believe in themselves.
Test. Hello, my name is Mitchell Gunner. Had the privilege of putting on Music Makers Club number 100. We got 12 awesome bands, and being a student, being able to put it all on has been incredible. So I'm super excited.
So my name is Dalton. I'm going to be performing at the 100th Music Makers Club tonight at Oxford Art Factory. I'm a student at Oxford Creative Academy. I'm super excited, super nervous as well. It's my first gig, but I can't wait to get in there.
Hi, my name's Bobby Uncle. From when they started in 2012 to now, it is a massive pleasure to be able to perform here tonight.
We're here to celebrate the fact that the Sydney local music scene is alive and thriving, and there's so many emerging acts.
You get to just meet new faces and new bands you've never heard of. Some new music interests, new music crushes.
Excited for more bands. We love it. We love to see it. Look at all the bands over here.
I'm ready to go on stage. Are you ready to fucking see my set? Oh, excuse me. Are you ready to see my set? Yeah? All right. Well, I'll see you up there.
What a great venue. What a great night. What a great event.
The vibe is fucking good. They love what's going on. Just love the energy. It's really great. I felt like I was watching the fans. Yeah. Yes. Fucking slay.
I think it was a great night, and it's still going, and I'm fucking here for it. It's good.
The biggest challenge for us is to be able to continue hosting large-scale events in our bigger room so that we can afford the Music Makers Club, so we can afford to continue opening our doors to the grassroots level acts.
Got to take your hat off to Oxford Art Factory supporting the night, and that'd be, Simon and Barry Tilley and Mark Gerber through the thick and thin.
Thank you so much, Oxford Art Factory, for giving us a really good vibe. I really appreciate it, and
You've done a great job. Keep bringing the talent in.
Let's give it up for Oxford Art Factory. Thank you so much. We'll be back in at 7 o'clock every Friday. Thank you so much. Cheers.
At the end of the day, I think more needs to be done in terms of actually valuing what it brings to the table, what it actually does for communities and what it does for culture and what it does for our overall health.
So we want to keep helping the growth of Music Makers Club by booking the best Sydney acts that we have and ensuring that people that might not have played a live show, especially at Oxford Art Factory, are on those lineups.
Platforms like this are just really important. The more we support it, the better the music community will be.
There was periods where it was, the crowds dwindled a bit, and there was periods where we'd pack out both rooms. But that's the kind of music business, and the model, it evolves and changes, twists and turns, and then when you think you got it, you cop a left hook. But it's a business. We're stuck to it, and all of a sudden we're at 30, then 40, then 50, and next thing you know, we're at 99.
It's been a labour of love, so when it's a labour of love and you truly believe in what you're doing and it's passionate, it doesn't feel like work.
I think it'll just stay here and keep doing what it's going to do. You know what I mean? If it's lasted this long, it's probably got another 10 up its sleeve. Looking forward to the future and how bright it can be. exciting, it was loud, it was sweaty, it was hot, it was noisy, but a lot of fun.